Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to end the rivalry situation right now. In fact, between Brighton Palace and Ipswich Norwich, it shouldn't even be a comparison, and here's why. Now in this video, Alex Griffin is going to be coming on the channel to explain his side of the story and why he thinks Ipswich Norwich is better than Brighton Palace. And to be honest, he's only coming on the channel to get mugged off, and here's the plan. So we all know that Alex Griffin is deluded, don't we? Well, if not, let me show you this.
Say, Sam, but this is big. I personally think this is bigger than Arsenal.
What kind of Norwich or Ipswich fan have you got to be to say that is better than North London derby?
Basically, I'm going to be shutting down every single thing he says in the video about Brighton Palace. And before the recording button has been pressed, I know for a fact he's going to be mentioning the distance between the derbies. But, funnily enough, I did my research and I've been doing some investigating between the two derbies, or in that case, their derby and our rivalry. Now this is where my facts come into place because my research is taking the main aim of this video. And the fact I know he's going to be saying that straight off the bat is one I'm just going to shut down straight away, considering I've done my research, and funny enough, I've done the comparisons between the two sides of mileage, and funny enough, it takes longer to get to Norwich to Ipswich than Brighton to Croydon. So this M23 derby, you want to call it the road derby, the motorway derby, you want to call it? Well, no. Ipswich Norwich is further away from Brighton Palace. But apparently derbies are the close ones where you're meant to be in like a radius of 20 miles, apparently. No. Apparently that's not the case. And the second thing I know is going to mention about is the fact that Palace beat us last time out. Well, yes, that may be true, but at least it doesn't take us 10 years to beat our rivals. And something else is probably going to mention is the fact that the entertainment between the two teams is superior. Well, for that case, it's Brighton Palace, because there's been 15 goals in the last 5 games between Brighton Palace, whereas for Ipswich Norwich, there's only been 10. And the thing is, if you want to talk about derbies, competitive rivalries, well, the last time Ipswich actually beat Norwich was the 19th of April, 2009. Brighton last beat Palace last April. Palace beat Brighton quite recently. Oh, in the plan too, I forgot that Alex was probably going to mention about the hostility between the two fans. Well, it doesn't explain the fact that his mum actually interviewed a Norwich fan before the derby. A Norwich fan. She's an Ipswich fan. What's going on? I thought it was derby day.
Well, I think today, I'm not sure, but I'll ask my little friend. What's the score going to be today, pal?
When I go down to my local pub, I've seen Norwich Ipswich fans in the same pub, just, you know, sharing a pint, having a pint together, and Brighton Palace, if that was to happen, it wouldn't go down very well, and there would definitely be a lot of tension between the two fans. I don't want anyone coming at me saying that Ipswich Norwich is better than Brighton Palace, and if so, really watch this whole intro, because Brighton Palace is far more superior than the friendly in Norwich Ipswich. Honestly, he doesn't know what he's coming for.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we've got the man himself, the Ipswich fan, and I thought what I like to call in the intro, the deluded Ipswich fan. It's Alex Griffin. How are you, my friend? How are you?
I'm good, Josh.
Okay.
Not delusional, okay? I'm not delusional.
Well, we'll see how this video goes anyway. However, we've got one question actually, one massive question which could mean a lot of things. Now, Alex, are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure though?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. So this one question is, why do you generally think Norwich Ipswich is better than Brighton Palace?
Right, okay, I'm going to try and keep my head cool. Okay, I know we had a little debate on the Offsiders channel, but we have been a derby 18 years longer than you, mate. We were a derby in 1902, okay? You were a derby in 1920, okay? So that's one reason why.
I'll give you that.
Paul Lambert, obviously being ex-Norwich manager, that already brings the hatred up a level, okay? You know, Norwich fan, he was very successful at Norwich. Like Norwich's rivals, Ipswich Norwich, you know, it's going to antagonise Norwich fans. That's going to really piss them off.
Alex, the thing is though, you say it's going to antagonise and annoy Norwich fans, but you haven't beaten them for 10 years.
Yes, but if you look at the overall statistics, we've still won more games than they've beaten us. So,
but
yes, we haven't beaten.
The history's in the history, and you got to think about nowadays. And Can you just remind me of the last time you actually beat Norwich?
That's all you can say. That's all Norwich fans can say.
No, it's not all I can say.
It is.
Continue. No, what date is it? Because I know specifically what date it is.
It was April 2009, alright? So I know.
And the 19th of April was a Sunday too.
Yeah.
That's what I mentioned.
Yeah, okay, cool, it was a Sunday.
It's just saying, it was over a decade ago.
A decade of dominance, okay, we don't care, alright?
They're in the Premier League.
Yes, they're in the Premier League, but they're going to go down, okay? Alright? Brighton and Palace, yeah? Palace are a London club. They've got a lot more teams that they could be a derby with, but they've chosen Brighton. Okay, you're a road derby, mate.
And for that moment, surely, you would have thought that my plan was in perfection. He was getting rattled 24/7, and this is where the downfall of Alex Griffin was going to happen. I was wrong, boys. What's the derby called? What did you say?
A road derby.
A road derby. Oh, it's funny enough you say that. It's really funny you say that because that's where my research has finally come into the place. And that's where I knew he was going to mention this. Alex, I want to just say something really right. Just right now, I'm going to say to you, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Norwich Ipswich is further in mileage and time than Brighton to Palace.
Yeah, I know that.
But why do you call it the road derby? Because we could just call it the road derby for Norwich Ipswich, funny enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, no, I'm going to refer your derby to the A143 derby or the A140 derby from now on, mate.
Okay, do that. Alright?
Honestly, why?
Palace are a London club, mate. Why aren't Palace rivals with a London team?
You get Ipswich is a Suffolk club. Norwich is a Norfolk club.
Can I just bring something else up, alright? Brighton players, yeah, they're always changing. Can you name me a loyal Brighton player who's been playing at Brighton?
Alright, Lewis Dunk.
Anyone else?
Del Stevens. Solly March.
Are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there.
Okay, are they still playing?
Yeah, they're still playing.
How long have they been at the club for?
Lewis Dunk his whole life. Solly March from the academy. Del Stevens, I don't know, that's been about 7 years.
Anything about Crystal Palace players? Have they got any loyal players?
God knows, I don't really care about Crystal Palace, so...
I'm going to give you an example. So, obviously, Luke Chambers has been at Ipswich for, like, good 8 years. You know...
Alex.
What? Go on.
Okay, I know exactly what you're going to follow on to say, but the thing is, you mentioned Luke Chambers, but the only thing is you can only say about being loyal to the club is the fact that you've been going down every single year. I mean, I say that it's only been 1 year, but...
We haven't been going down every year,
the quality of football... The quality of football is going down, so of course you're not going to get rid of someone like Luke Chambers.
We've stagnated in the Championship, okay, as a lot of people know. We were in the Championship for 17 years, and yes, it's annoying because the most successful thing I've seen in my lifetime is us getting playoffs, and we aren't going to go into that because we got knocked out by Norwich, okay? The most successful thing I've seen, us getting playoffs. We got knocked out by Norwich, okay?
Just like many games you played against each other.
I know you're going to laugh, but you say many games, mate, but you look at the head-to-head statistics, we have still beaten them.
Yeah, but that's before you were born.
It's in the past.
How old were you when you last watched, you know, or have you actually watched in your life Ipswich beat Norwich?
When I was younger, so it was 2009, must have been 10.
That's comical.
Oh, that's comical.
There's no competitive in the competitive. There's no competitiveness in that derby. In Brighton Palace, every single game is an absolute competitive. And
are you
not
joking?
Only that, the hostility.
Are you joking?
Mate, I'm not joking.
There's no competitiveness.
How? You haven't beaten for over 10 years.
How many times in the 10 years have they beaten us? A lot of them have been, a lot of them have been draws.
A lot of them have been draws, but Norwich have been the main dominance of the derby.
No, they haven't, because we've beaten them more times. We've beaten them more.
You can't say that. You can't say that. So you haven't beaten for over 10 years. Brighton Palace, the outcome could be absolutely anything. Any game, any game. It could be Palace winning, it could be Brighton winning, it could be a draw. That's why it's so much of a fierce derby, because you just don't know what's going to happen.
It's just not fierce.
You know what's going to happen.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you do. You haven't beaten for 10 years. You played them so many times since. The entertainment isn't even there.
Oh, Josh, you've got no idea. You've never been to an Ipswich Norwich derby, so you cannot say.
Never been to a Brighton Palace game.
I know that. I'm not saying you're a rubbish derby, but I'm saying you can't compare yourself to Ipswich.
No, we can.
Ipswich Norwich.
We can. No, the hostility between the two fans of Brighton Palace is far more superior. There's so much more playful than the East Anglian Farm derby. So moving on to the hostility of the fans between Brighton Palace and Ipswich Norwich. And for me, it's uncomparable. It just is. Now, Alex, talk to me. Why do you think it's better?
Look at the pre-match build-ups, mate. I know Palace and Brighton, it's decent. Okay, I've seen your vlogs on it. I'm not going to rule that out. In terms of hospitality, however you say it, I think it's fairly similar. I wouldn't say you're any better than us. What? Go on, you give me your points then.
Okay, I'll give you it straight away. And this is a point which actually hates me to say this, but because it's in all honesty, it's mainly Palace to Brighton. But they do damage our city. Like, you see the vandalism in the city, outside the stadium. They do properly vandalise it in like spray paint. They ruined an absolute god of a painting on this building in Brighton of Bruno, which meant absolutely everything to every Brighton fan, and the fact they destroyed that was honestly heartbreaking for us all. I think outside the stadium by the bridge, there's this bridge, and they do some like spray paint shit to it. And in this stadium too, this is another point which they also bring. They bring fireworks to the bloody game. Where in Ipswich, Norwich do we even bring a fireworks?
Fireworks!
Yeah, but fireworks this, fireworks that. Like, it's a pyro. It's just a bit of smoke at the end of the day. Yeah, you've got all this and that, but I've been to many Norwich games to realise their generation of fans are so old. They've got nothing. I say Ipswich are far more superior in club-wise. I'm being honest with that.
At the moment, okay, yeah, I think Ipswich fans can probably agree. In terms of club and fans, we've got more passionate fans. We've got more loyal fans.
Agreed.
Yes, you said earlier that it's not an exciting derby. How is it not exciting? Okay. Yes, Norwich are, at the moment, they're more likely to probably beat Ipswich, okay, because look at their squad, they've spent more money, they're a Premier League team, they've got the Premier League money, okay, and that's what's exciting about it. Ipswich are, you never know what's going to happen when Ipswich play Norwich. I think, you look at the game a few years ago where we drew 1-0, Chambers scored in the 90th minute, they went and equalised in the 95th minute. You wouldn't have ever written that to happen, would you?
Okay, something you wouldn't be able to
and how can you say that is not an exciting derby?
Wait, what, a 1-1 draw? That's not exciting. You've literally, as a neutral, you'd watched the whole 90 minutes, falling asleep, and in the 90th minute you've finally woken up. Brighton Palace, hold on, I've just got one for you. When it was at the Amex, we won 3-2. We went 1-0 up, then we had a red card, and then the substitute came on to replace, I don't know, one of the players on our squad. He went and scored with his first touch, which was Leon Balogun from a corner, 2-0 up.
Mate,
who
even are Brighton?
Who even are Brighton? I mean, for a start, we're in the Premier League, you're in League One, you've bottled League One, we're staying in the Premier League.
We are, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. We have bottled League One, okay, I can admit that, alright?
Every neutral fan knows that.
We're a bigger club than Brighton, so.
You're a bigger. Oh, mate. I think every single Premier League club, apart from like, I don't know, Burnley are bigger than us.
You haven't even got any. You've got no history at all. Like,
of course we haven't. Of course we haven't. This is what makes it so unique and amazing about what Brighton have achieved. But that's besides the point too. We are derby-wise, but way more better than Norwich Ipswich. It's end of debate.
You are having
end of debate.
No, it's just not though, is it?
If you think the hostility between the fans of Norwich Ipswich, where it's the most friendly derby there is,
like, it's not. It's not.
It is.
Oh
it is.
My God.
It is, mate. When you think of Palace, generally, what do you think of them?
They're pretty crazy fans.
Okay, and when I think of Ipswich Norwich, I don't think anything like that.
Okay.
So there's nothing there. Honestly, I'll go to it whenever the next derby is between you two. I'll go to it.
You're coming with me, mate. You're coming with me, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. It is a. I'm not saying by any means that we're an elite derby. We're so good.
No, but
I'm not saying that.
I think it's better than a North London derby.
Yeah. Okay. North London derby is just a bunch of tourists anyway.
Mate. We both know that it's better than our derbies. But what I must overall want to say is, you've called it a road derby, whereas Ipswich Norwich is further in distance from Brighton Palace. The games are as entertainment-wise as Brighton Palace. It's really not.
It is. Well, it is.
It's not. You've lost honestly, the
every
last 10 years.
Single game. Look at the head-to-head.
Imagine not beating your rivals for like 10, 11 years. Just
Mate,
imagine
when was
that.
the last derby, Brighton Palace derby, you actually went to?
It was the March last year, where we beat Palace away from home. Actually, we got 6 points and beat them twice in the same season. This year, unfortunately, we lost and we drew at their place. But it's meant to be. Sometimes we lose some, sometimes we win some. Whereas for you just lose and draw.
Lose and draw. Okay, but. Like I said, look at the head-to-head statistics. We've still beaten them more.
That's in like 1960.
It doesn't matter though, does it? It doesn't matter.
1960.
We still beat. Okay.
You weren't born.
Yes.
You weren't even in your mum's
still
stomach.
beat them more times than they've beaten us. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all that matters, isn't it?
You haven't seen them win.
the last 10 years.
You've seen them win like twice in your life.
We've been a derby for longer than you, so how can you say you're a bigger?
That's fine. History-wise, derby-wise, I'll give you that. That's fine. But hostility and the derby, as neutral fans would want to watch, I bet they'd want to watch Brighton Palace more than Ipswich Norwich.
Okay.
And that's where you guys in the conversation down below, what you guys actually think. Like opinions-wise, it's all up to you now. We've done our talking. We've done our little debate.
If Brighton were in League One, the same as Ipswich, Norwich, you and Palace you probably wouldn't even be a derby. Like Palace would find, you know, they've got Millwall Championship.
That's irrelevant because we're in the Premier League right now. We're talking about nowadays, last year, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that, when they were in the Championship, we're in the Championship.
Ipswich are in League One and Norwich are still in the Premier League, and people are still talking about the derby. It shows that it's a relevant derby.
It's not, no, because they're laughing at you. They're laughing because you're a laughing stock. Your clubs are laughing stock right now.
Are we? We're not.
It is. It is.
How is it a laughing? Yes, we're in League One.
You're in League One. You've bought League One. You thought you were going to get. No. The reason why it's relevant. Hold on. The reason why you think it's relevant is because everyone thought Ipswich were going to go back up and everyone thought Norwich were going to go down, so you can clash again. But actually, Norwich are going down. You're staying in League One.
I honestly think if Brighton were in League One, okay, you'd probably struggle. If you didn't have the team you had, you'd struggle.
We've got too much youth. We've got so much youth. Our youth development system is unbelievable.
League One's a harder league than people think, okay? Don't underestimate it. Ipswich Town will get promoted. Norwich City, they're going down. They're staying in the Championship. I can tell you now. Why are you nodding your head, mate?
No, I'm actually rocking on my chair.
Right, well, I think we could go on all day about this, mate. So I think
we could go all day, and I think this is where we should actually leave it and let it be up to you guys. You guys watching the video.
In fact, how's about we set a little poll, okay? And you're gonna put the poll link in the description so people can vote. Which derby is bigger, the A23 or the East Anglian derby?
Come on, the boys. I think that's what we should be doing. All right, we'll leave a poll in the description. Leave a like on this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to Alex Griffin. In general, me and Alex are great mates. We're absolutely great mates, aren't we?
We are.
But yeah, me and Alex are great mates. Nothing will come between us for derby-wise, but this is just a debate we've got to be talking about. And I think it's one where it's not relevant for a lot of people, but for us two, it really does mean a lot. So if you enjoyed the video, then make sure you drop a like. Subscribe to Alex. Me and Alex are really good mates, so obviously there's nothing going to come between us. Leave a like, subscribe to Offside if you haven't already, because there's top-notch content coming your way very soon. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. That's it from me, that's it from Alex. Goodbye, guys.
See you later.